Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the last of the story events. We'll see what we're going to do for part 2 with this. I might just cover all of the stages in one video or whatever. But I do like to give every event its own video. It's just how I operate. Alright, so we have the Dragon Ball Super story event right here. Looks like this is going to be good for us to get a lot of those nuking items, okay. So the Tale of Super Warriors, Dragon Ball Super Edition. Go through the story of Dragon Ball Super. More stages are going to be added, obviously. And the special thing we'll be able to get here is a wallpaper. Yeah, this is going to be a special wallpaper. Can be obtained by clearing all the stages. Okay. And there's going to be a stone for each stage, obviously. So, yep, a bunch of the... Oh, because... okay, because it's the captain... Okay, yeah. They have not dived into this, by the way, that Ginyu in the Dragon Ball, not Resurrection F movie, but in the Resurrection F saga, Ginyu returns. So they could, what I've been doing with these is I have been going over the stuff they could still add. That is a major thing. Then over here, we have 2 missions. Just use a superhero category character in the event, and then beat all the stages. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I figured this would be a good opportunity for us to use the new LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. Again, the thing with LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, he's not like really like, I don't know, like dog shit or something like that. Because, like, okay, like if I just compare him, like a character I don't like right now is like AGL Super Vegeta, right? And the reason is because he can't like tank supers. It's just like, you know, because other characters can completely just cover up all of his weaknesses. It's like, where, oh yeah, no, he's great. But like that AGL Super Vegeta, unless you have specific circumstances going on, he's just not very good, the AGL Super Vegeta. Evolution Blue Vegeta, he at least is very powerful. It's just for the class of character he is, which is Anniversary Headliner, he's not really able to do as much as he should, right? Like, he is definitely... Oh, God Goku, there he is. He really should be doing, I think, quite a bit better, the Evolution Blue Vegeta. It's just that he doesn't have any special mechanics, right? So, like, when bosses do nasty shit, AoEs, locking, sealing, you know, a bunch of garbage like that, Vegeta is, like, weak to all that and doesn't have any... Like, you know, Beast Gohan, his regular stats are already being aged out. Well, I don't know. I guess, actually, to be honest, he has looked very good. Oh, we're fighting his face already. Okay. To be fair, Beast Gohan has looked very good under the 220%. But, you know, I don't know. Like, there's characters who could do more damage, who could tank better, blah, 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 right? But Beast Gohan has that active skill. And as long as Beast Gohan has that active skill, dude, it's just like, bro, you know? I don't... that active skill is so broken. That's just what Vegeta needs. Like his design to be okay. I'm not really crying about, oh my god, normal for him. It's like, I understand the design of the unit. It's like Physical Rose. I just give him the full crit build and we're off to the races. I saw people saying I'm a fucking idiot for giving him crit, which is hilarious because people call me an idiot when I give characters dodge, but I give reasonings for it, right? Dude, you're not getting to 7 supers with Vegeta within the first 50 turns. Yeah, he's doing normal. I want him critting. By the way, talking about this scene real quick, there's a great moment. It's like, I remember when I was first watching Dragon Ball Super, I was like, oh. And it's, so it's after, like, Goku, like, you know, Goku cancels out Beerus's big blast or whatever. All right, Goku is kind of floating in there in space, and then, oh, damn, what is the line? You know, it's like, just because you're stronger, you don't get to decide how we live. Some shit like that. Just because you're stronger, you don't get to decide how we live or something like that. And, like, like the music is kind of good, and Goku falls away, and then the camera just kind of, like, slowly zooms in on Beerus. And I remember thinking, like, damn, that's kind of a moment right there. Okay. Like, damn, is Dragon Ball Super, we gonna have something here? And I don't care what no one says. I love Dragon Ball Super, man. I don't give 2 shit. Oh, that looks good. I don't give 2 shits, man. I love Dragon Ball Super. I mean, yeah, there's some low lows. Yes, there are. You know, the animation is terrible. Most, like, even the Turn of Power, which I think is a great arc. And yeah, I said it. Great arc. Sue me. even the animation and a lot of portions of that are just not very good, right? It, like, Dragon Ball Super doesn't look very good, especially the early on. It looks so bad. But listen, you know what? When you just love Dragon Ball, it's easy, man. It's easy to take it in. I love that shit. Now, in there, I mean, I think that Vegeta, by the way, you know, the Vegeta that gets slapped by Bulma, or wait, no, the Bulma gets slapped by Beerus, like, Vegeta moment, I think that could be a Dokkan Fest. We had the great banner unit for him, but I feel like they could do a Dokkan Fest for him as well. Oh, okay. Well, I guess here, I'm going to pause. I'll show you guys what day I'm at, but it's going to take me a little bit to get back over to the story. So I'll pause. So I'm at day 2,789. Not very good, man. I'm still 200 plus days away from that 3,000 base support memory. I'm dying to do the video on that support memory, guys. Dying to get that video in. I'll tell you all. All right, let me just grab these right here. And then I'm just going to teleport back over there because the loading is probably going to be atrocious. So see y'all in 2 seconds. All right, back over here for stage 2. So yeah, I think that Vegeta could be a good Dokkan Fest. We have a Beerus Dokkan event, but it is specifically just from... I think it's supposed to be Beerus from the movies. Again, it gets a little bit tricky that there's like the Dragon Ball Z movie versions and then the Dragon Ball Super story arcs. Now, the Ginyu item drops from this. Looks like they're not really going to cover it since Goku's already blue. But remember, now Gotenks only shows up in the Super anime, right? And then Captain Ginyu comes back and takes over Tagoma's body. It's in the Super anime where Tagoma is like a mega beast because Frieza just beats up on him while he's training to go into Golden. I think in the movie, Frieza just insta-kills Tagoma as soon as he is revived, right? But in the series, Tagoma becomes a very strong fighter he even like dominates Piccolo and shit like that, right? And then Ginyu eventually takes over his body, and then I believe Vegeta one-shots him, right? Vegeta just yeah, so that way the circle is complete and Vegeta kills the entire Ginyu force. So it does kind of make sense, right? Like, yeah, the circle of death by Vegeta is complete. So I've always thought I'd love to see Ginyu in Tagoma's body. I mean, if they wanted to drop that or Goku Ginyu as a Dokkan Fest when they're ready to EZA Captain Ginyu, I think would work super, super well. And then, of course, I think that Golden Frieza and the Blues right here could easily be Dokkan Fest or something like that. Now, remember, we're coming into this year, 2025. We're going to be in range where a lot of these characters of 2022 could EZA. So LR Golden Frieza, and then also the ROF Blue Dokkan Fest Goku and Vegeta could EZA. So a lot of people have thrown it out, and I do love the idea of a celebration, maybe like worldwide, that's Namek Saga Part 1, Resurrection F Part 2, I think works so good to me. I feel like that would be awesome. It really would. And then they could cover, like, it could be like, again, like Kaioken Goku versus Final Form Frieza. Although, I don't know, maybe third form Frieza. Because it's like, what they already did Golden Frieza, who starts out as Golden Frieza. That's what the LRs who could ease in that celebration. So they kind of, what they could do is, I guess they could do a first form from Resurrection F or a final form that transforms into Golden Frieza. They could do either of those. And then for Namek, they could do, I mean, we've already got the start to turn full power Frieza, right? So we could easily do final form Frieza that transforms, or we could do third form Frieza, I guess, that transforms. Because, well, I guess none of Frieza's transformations on Namek are really used, are they? First and a second, no. Second and a third, no. And then the only one that's kind of used is the final form into full power. And that's, I'm going to pull it up. I think it's from the STR full power Frieza, right? It's like his 12 key or something like that. But it's just like a very abridged or abbreviated version. I think it's the start of his Nova Strike 18 key animation, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Here, I'm just going to play this quickly. So, this is kind of like, well, I mean, obviously they could do a much more elaborate animation, but he kind of does that and goes into full power, right? Like, it's kind of a similar, sort of a similar thing. All right, so, but that's the reason the Ginyu Frog is the item we get from that, right? Is because Ginyu does show up during that portion in the series for Dragon Ball Super. Now, are we gonna go right into Universe 647 now? Yeah, we do. Okay, so it's pretty insane to think about, but this arc is completely untouched. Now, I say that and you might go, oh, well, what are we doing right now? And it's like, okay, that's a fair point. But my point is, like, good animations are completely untouched in here. I'm not exactly saying Kabe could get a Dokkan Fest. Well, I mean, he could, but I don't. Kabe, to me, is probably less... He's lower on the hype scale than Kale, I think. Kabe? Yeah, like there's a reason he's, what's the banner unit for Kale and Khalifa, right? But... I mean, they could do a lot of characters from these fights, and then, of course, Hit, is very sick and could be like an LR. And then the Blue Kaioken Goku moment, of course, it seems crazy to say, but that Blue Kaioken Goku, guys, he has one card, which is pretty stunning to think about, right? Like, I mean, think about, like, how many Rose cards are there? But we've only had one Blue Kaioken Goku from the Universe 647 tournament, right? Now, it's, we do have the Blue Kaioken Goku from the Tournament of Power, but again, think about what I just said. We only have one Blue Kaioken Goku from Universe 647. So this is essentially a completely untapped story arc in the game, which is crazy. And it is the only one. I mean, unless we want to count, the Golden Frieza saga and, Battle of Gods as, like, the super story arcs. But, I mean, they've heavily done stuff from the movies. It's like we've just never gone back to this arc, which is so crazy. I mean, Dragon Ball Super really did kick up, though, with Goku Black. Goku Black, I feel like, really, like, legitimized the series a lot. I do think so. People can say, oh, Beerus, but, like, remember, Beerus was in the DBZ movie Battle of Gods, right? Like, it's not like Beerus was introduced. Like, Goku Black, Hit is cool. Hit is a full-on Dragon Ball Super character. But I feel like it was Goku Black who really put Dragon Ball Super... Like, that's when it felt like it became way more of a, like, an actual thing, is when Goku Black was introduced, for sure. And there he is, Hito. So Hit, I would say, is honestly kind of disrespected at this point. He has his one Dokkan Fest, and then just the one LR that's shared with God Goku. That's all he's got in terms of major characters, right? Let me see. So looking at Hit, he has the Tech Dokkan Fest, who is a global first, the Hit and God Goku. Then he has a banner unit, the Int Hit. He has the 50% support or 60% support Hit. There's a free-to-play character Hit, and then there's the World Tournament Hit. That's it. This is all we have for him. Yeah, that battle motion for Vegeta, very good. This is pretty, this is pretty crazy, man. That's all we've got? Come on. That's it? Like, that's barely anything at all, dude. Barely anything at all. So, all right. I would love for a new Hit. Eventually, they're gonna have to cover a lot of this stuff, right? Like, I've made this point, but, like, they're gonna keep doing, like, new Dokkan events for the first time, covering characters that don't have one. Who is next? Kabe, Baby, Demon King Piccolo, right? Those are some of the major ones. Kaioken Goku from the Saiyan Saga, Great Ape Vegeta, all huge characters that need Dokkan events, right? For the first time. Who else? Yeah, because Great Ape Vegeta's got, like, Base Vegeta's got one. I mean, you could say, like, Final Form Frieza. I guess it's valid, but, like, Full Power Frieza and stuff, like, it's very... I guess they probably would make it a separate Dokkan event, right? Like, a Final Form Frieza, they probably wouldn't just pair it. One thing that has always bothered me, actually, is that the Evolution Blue Vegeta Dokkan event, like, they just attached onto the Blue Vegeta. Like, I've always felt like those should be separate events, right? Because they the stage 1 is just Blue Vegeta. And it actually was before Evolution Blue Vegeta even existed. Because it was the start of 2017. And then when Evolution Blue Vegeta was introduced into the game, they just added his stages onto the Blue Vegeta Dokkan event, which I always felt like, again, was very stupid. So this is kind of surprising that this is actually represented in here. This is the Beerus and Monica outfit, like, event and shit like that. So that's what we got going on here. Very, very goofy stuff, man. Super goofy-ass stuff. And then after this, we're going to go into the Goku Black. I wonder what the wallpaper is going to look like. Wait a minute. It just hit me. Could it? Okay. I know of... I'd have to ask, like, a global player who's got everything. There are 2 wallpapers I'm aware of that one of them is unobtainable on global, one of them is unobtainable on JP. For global, it's a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta wallpaper. For JP, it's like the login screen. It's Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku Black. Only global has that Goku Black one. Only JP has the Super Saiyan 4 ones. It does say a wallpaper is the reward. I wonder if those are the rewards from this. The only thing is, if that's true, like, JP, you know, that wallpaper on, we've already got that one. And then for global, for the Dragon Ball Super, they would already have that one. But I wonder if that's what that is. Huh. It could be. It literally just occurred to me. Huh. I might make a tweet about that. Probably end up being wrong, but who cares? It's a theory, okay? It's a theory. I'm not scared of saying shit just because people in 6 months will go, oh, remember when you said this and it was wrong? I don't give a fuck. Not scaring me off, bitch. I'm still gonna do it. Still gonna say it. These fuckers will never scare me off, man. Oh, what about your Bardock title from 3 years ago? Don't care. The next Bardock title is gonna be more bombastic than ever, okay? Not scaring me off. Anyway. Alright, so that's it for the Super Story event so far. Alright, we're good to go. Got the missions cleared. Mission cleared. Yep, got it all. Bam. Alright, we'll see. I don't know if there's going to be stages added to these for part 3. We know for sure there will be in part 2. Maybe they won't even add stages to part 3, so we might know very, very soon, by the way. What the but again, yeah, there's a wallpaper for this and a wallpaper for this coming, and conveniently, those are the 2 wallpapers I know that are missing for Global and JP. So that could be it. Although it would beg the question of why didn't they just add it to the Dokkan Chronicles and just make new ones? So yeah, maybe yeah. So just saying. Let me know what you guys think. Love y'all. Catch you guys next time.